So I'll start by introducing SNOMED International, the organization, and then we'll talk about SNOMED CT, the product, and its main features. So SNOMED CT stands for SNOMED Clinical Terms. It was first released back in 2002 by the College of American Pathologists. And this first release was a merger of the existing SNOMED product and the read codes developed in the UK. In 2007, a group of 9 countries got together and formed the International Health Technology Standards Development Organization to acquire SNOMED CT for public good. And those countries jointly owned and maintained SNOMED CT. In 2017, the IHDSDO adopted a training name of SNOMED International. Now in 2024, SNOMED is owned by 29 member countries, including France. Some of our recent members, apart from France, include South Korea, Germany, the United Arab Emirates, and Thailand. These members steer many aspects of the organization through a democratic process called the Member Forum. Now, a bit about SNOMED CT, the product. So, SNOMED CT is a comprehensive, multilingual healthcare terminology. It's created for use by healthcare professionals to capture and support the care of individuals in the electronic health record, to facilitate the sharing, the decision support, and the analytics, and to support the safe and effective healthcare and information exchange. It's been implemented widely in more than 60 countries. And in addition to the member countries, there's more than 30,000 affiliate licenses that have been issued to individuals and organizations. Some of the early adopters of SNOMED CT are America in the US, where there's incentive payments for the use of SNOMED. SNOMED CT is used in the UK for both primary and secondary care. And another early adopter is Australia, where SNOMED is used all across the healthcare sectors. The key features of SNOMED are the concepts. So SNOMED is made up of about nearly 400,000 active concepts. And a concept can be anything that you can think of in medicine. It could be parts of the body. It could be disorders or procedures. It could be organisms. Each concept has many descriptions. So for example, we've got heart attack here, which has at least 3 descriptions. I think there are more. So the same concept can be described in many ways, and those descriptions could be in different languages, of course. SNOMED has relationships, so every concept has at least one ISA or parent relationship. The heart attack concept has 2 parent relationships, ischemic heart disease and the myocardial necrosis, but it also has some other types of relationships, an associated morphology and a finding site of the cardiac muscle. SNOMED has many different hierarchies that cover different domains in healthcare. It has a very broad scope. If we ask clinicians what type of information they'd like to capture, there's many types: signs and symptoms, tests, observations, medical history, family history, procedures, and care and therapy. So there's different hierarchies in SNOMED CT to support these. Another key feature of SNOMED is its versioning and quality assurance. So SNOMED is an evolving terminology with regular updates and quality assurance processes. There are around 10 full-time international authors who work on keeping SNOMED up to date and fixing any errors. And there are many more in countries around the world maintaining their national extensions. SNOMED produces guidance and education material for the use of SNOMED. And there's a thorough release process, which involves around 300 automated validation assertions. And of course, there's a collaboration with clinical experts and stakeholders around the world. There's a big community supporting SNOMED. And this ensures that the content captured in electronic health records is kept accurate and up to date. If we look in the SNOMED browser, we can see the effect of the versioning. So currently, the international edition of SNOMED CT is released every month. And we can go back and look at any of those versions all the way back to 2002. Implementers don't usually take every release. It's usual to update once or twice a year. SNOMED is supported by some computable languages, and these allow us to query the SNOMED knowledge graph. And we'll look more into that during today's session. So ECL allows us to run a query to fetch a set of concepts that adhere to some criteria. Those sets of concepts could be used to constrain the user interface or to find groups of patients. And finally, maps. SNOMED maps to many other standards, including LOINC, ICD, MEDRA, Orphanet, and others. So SNOMED is a clinical terminology. It's very broad in scope. It has frequent updates. It's expressive because you can record concepts at different levels of granularity. And this caters for both clinical specialities and general practice. For example, microbiology and radiography are extensively represented in SNOMED. It's an international terminology that can support cross-border data communication and translation. And it supports the logical analysis of data through its query language. And this can support clinical audits and research work. It's developed with a knowledge of previous technologies, embraces the requirements of today to support features such as decision support, clinical alerts, and knowledge-based inquiries. That wraps up the first session. Is there any questions so far? It's very high level. I'm going to pass over to Anna, who should be here online, and she'll present the next section.